Q&A 4. Question: when does life begin? Answer: this is an excellent question. The short answer is, there is no beginning to life and no end. Life is eternal. Within this world, we are dealing with two distinct energies. Material energy, energy which is known as matter, and spiritual energy, the presence of the living being, the soul. Life does not arise from the material energy matter. Life is spiritual. However, matter under the influence of life can manifest symptoms of life. If we step back from this information, we observe that material energy appears to be alive only when there is the source of life, the living being, present. Matter under the influence of life undergoes 6 changes: birth, growth, maturity, reproduction, old age, and death. For example, a live human body, which is matter in the presence of the soul, is born, grows, matures, reproduces, gets old, and dies. Matter without the presence of life does not go through these 6 changes. For example, a rock. It does not display any of these 6 changes. A rock is not born. Rocks result from bigger rocks breaking apart in landslides, etc., or compression over millions of years. A rock does not grow due to internal changes, rather externally. Let's give an example. A rock wall. It can be made bigger with the addition of other rocks held together with mortar, but it's not that the rocks were growing bigger. A rock does not mature. Nobody ever said, "Oh, that rock acts like a child, but that rock acts like a more mature adult." A rock does not reproduce and have baby rocks, and at the same time remain as the mother rock. A rock might be smashed apart by external forces and become a collection of pebbles, but it doesn't reproduce baby pebbles. A rock does not experience old age. A rock may appear old-looking due to external factors such as weathering or moss growing on it. And a rock does not die and start rotting and smelling of death. The material body and the living being within the body are 2 distinct energies. Matter without the presence of life displays either a gradual or rapid breakdown of complexity, whereas when we observe matter in the presence of the living being, there is a growing complexity of changes. For example, the human form begins developing and growing when a soul enters a single cell, and then the cell divides with increasing complexity, leading to the development of bones, hair, internal organs, a brain, etc., all manifesting from that one original cell. This is a clear manifestation of incredible complexity and order due to the presence of life. Then, at the moment of death, when the soul leaves the material body, there is a monumental shift in the other direction, a breaking down of that order and complexity, and the dead body must be buried or cremated as soon as possible. As in the case of all the points we have examined in these short lessons, this is a deep subject, but understanding the fundamentals of these two energies, matter and life, and observing matter by itself and matter in the presence of life, we can understand the essential answers to many questions. There are numerous verses in yoga texts that describe the eternal nature of the living being as opposed to the temporary nature of matter. For example, 5,000 years ago, just before a great battle began, a monumental discussion took place between the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna and his dear friend Arjuna, who asked timeless questions. Obviously, once the battle began, there were the inevitable deaths, but Krishna reminded Arjuna of the eternality of each soul. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. For the soul there is neither birth nor death. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Question. So you are saying that wherever there is life, that means there is a soul present? Answer. Simply put, yes. Question. So you are describing that there is a soul in each of the living creatures around me. Does this mean that there are dog souls, cat souls, tree souls, and human souls, and so on? Answer. This is a really good, essential question you have asked, especially when a person becomes somewhat sensitive to not exploiting the environment, humans, and all living creatures. The yogic answer is, no, there are not cat souls, dog souls, butterfly souls, human souls, and so on. There is the individual living being, the soul, who is present within a cat body, a dog body, a butterfly body, or a human form. And all these souls are equal. There is a famous verse in the Bhagavad Gita. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle priest, a cow, an elephant, a dog. So it is being explained there that the sages, by virtue of knowledge, wisdom, they understand that with all the forms around them, all the souls are equal. But there is a vast difference in the activities, intelligence, characteristics, and potential of the different bodies. Cats, dogs, butterflies, fish, trees, and so on have various degrees of awareness and intelligence as they engage in the 4 activities: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Beyond these 4 activities, human beings have a 5th faculty, the intelligence to inquire into the truth of our existence. It is this extraordinarily valuable ability to be introspective, to question the meaning and purpose of our existence, and endeavour to find a solution to suffering that sets humans apart from animals. Being in the human form, we have the opportunity to use our intelligence to seek answers to essential questions such as, who am I? And what is the purpose of life? If we don't use the human form of life to seek answers, If we simply remain preoccupied with eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, then we will have wasted the opportunity inherent in the human form to realize our true identity and purpose and achieve genuine spiritual happiness. Once again, this is a big subject reduced to a 10-minute investigation. Thank you for attending this course. I recently recorded on my phone a gentle kirtan with my friends when they came to my house for a get-together and a meal. I thought this would be a nice ending.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama